doing some demonstrations on our new screen paint. Working on it. Actually, it's only done. Trying to focus on the screen. Really having a hard time here. So the camera can focus with this much light. All right, first things first. I'm Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Age Technology Screen. We're doing a demonstration inside where my kitchen's at, because this area right here has the most ambient light in the entire house due to the fact that it's nothing other than this room. We're doing our strange test on check what we can do with the technology at 30%. Right now, I'll show you the distance where my projector's sitting, and this is how bright. Really hard for the screen to get through. That image is coming up quite nicely. There is so much in here that the camera is really having a difficult time focusing in the room because there's literally that much light making contact with the camera. But that shows you how well the screen picking up actually the technology is confirming, and we're only using. And there's my projector right here. And my blinds are all the way up. For right now, actually, that's half. Let's try pushing something a little bit more strong. I also want to do, before I do this, I want to do the insert from halfway across the room too. I want to do that one too. So I'm going to go halfway across the room. Put you guys right here for a minute. Let's go halfway across the room through. Now running everything off my battery pack, which I'm using right now for the demonstration. And we may, and it's, I thought maybe, no, I'm not going to do it. I was going to drop Sun Killer technology into it, but no. We'll wait for the 21s. The 21s have that. And when the 21s do launch, and I'll explain something to you, when we do launch that technology, we're testing everything against it. I mean, literally everything. And it will all be done outside, 12 noon, direct sunlight. So to turn the projector off, I'm going to power it back up again. Then we got 3 of the screens. Now, as I said before, updates have been changed for our shipping. We were supposed to be, I made a mistake. I put the shipping date for the 15th, which was a bad idea. Didn't think it through. Sorry about that. So you'll get a tracking number again from us with the new tracking number on Tuesday. And then we'll start the process of getting your orders out the door, and you'll be good to go. As you've seen by my track record of me taking care of my customers, there should be no doubt on how we do things over here. Our customers are taken care of. And also, too, thank you for the individuals that place orders today. I do appreciate that. I'm going to add that. I just ordered more containers, more ink, because we're definitely out of ink out of all the labels we just printed last few couple of days. So, yeah, it's going to be getting really busy, especially with the new stuff coming out for 17th. That stuff's going to be really interesting. I can't wait till the summertime gets here because I get a chance to really play around and build some really exciting screens. I'll get a chance to show you some pretty cool stuff. I saw something online. It was a motor that allows your screen to rise up out of the deck. And they sell them on Amazon, which I was quite shocked that they had it over there. Not even for, it's not a bad price. I'm going to purchase one and see exactly how I can get one of these. I can build myself a table with the screen that pops up. But they actually sell the screen up. Really nice. They had that there. Let's see. My so one thing with Amazon is the fact that the fact that it just got to inform people better on the stuff and where it's coming from, you know? Let's see what we got going on here. Projector's running. We got a visual here somewhere. All right, let me see something for a minute. Walking in the rain and the snow, and there's no place to go. Ain't real up all of you, just come dying. Okay. I thought so. Got a blank screen there. HDMI pulled out from the side. There we go. I knew something was wrong. I was like, wait a minute. That screen should be able to pull up with no problem whatsoever. HDMI was loose. Yeah, I knew something was wrong there. As bright as that technology's designed. Projector's all the way over there. Right there. So let's bring this back even farther back. Let's see if we can throw it against the wall we had it at. Walking in the rain and the snow, and there's no place to go. Yeah, I thought I shouldn't have the problem. Pulling that up. Okay, let's get this focus a little cleaner in here. No. Let's see, can we shrink the screen? That's as far as we can go down. Right now, we are way over maxed on our pixels because keep in mind, these are office projectors. They were only designed to be used on a screen size of 50 to 60. They were never meant to be maxed out like this. So 30%, even the blue can pick it up. The blues are 15s, these are 17s. Look at that, with a projector. 600 by 800 res, that's traveling across and connecting with that screen. So yeah, this thing is gonna be a breeze outside. It's gonna blow through an outside demonstration with no problem. I think the 15s were running at around 451. They could run at 451 outside on 1,000 lumens. This technology, you can probably get it at around 3. So I'm not going to say 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure we can get it at 3. Mind you, it's 30%. So two elements are missing off of it. One of the elements actually is for for finishing off the advanced ambient light rejection. The ambient light rejection is only at 0.5%. It's not at full percent. So those of you who have those, like I said, those sunbeam projectors, keep in mind that, like I say, even when we did the 12s can pick up an image on a screen outside at 13 feet back on 1,000 lumens. That's why they pull images inside the house with no problem. So if you have a sunbeam projector at around 1,500 lumens and it's an ultra short throw, you're sitting on top of the screen with 1,500 lumens. You're going to be able to perform that easily from in a projector of 1,000 lumens that's sitting back 20 feet. Distance throw. All right. Let's do something different. Let's go in reverse here. I'll tell y'all, when I watch demonstrations, this is what you should be seeing. You should be seeing demonstrations like this. All that hiding in the dark nonsense. That's just downright stupid. Who the heck wants to be trapped in the dark all day? No, I don't. battery. We're running all this off battery right now. Every so once, like I said, I bring my battery out because it gives me a chance to test out my battery and see exactly a chance to really play around with this battery. And the videos I saw on this particular battery, I didn't see too many people doing projectors. Like I didn't do it. See, I only saw one person doing a projector, and that was it. So this gives me a chance to test out all my projectors on this battery pack. And if someone asking me, it's like, hey, how much battery power can I get out of that? I can tell you, honestly tell you, because I've done the demonstrations already. All right, so come over here for a minute. Make sure my HDMI is connected because it gets a little loose. There we are. Our fully lit environment in there. The camera's having a really hard time trying to pick up with all the light in the environment. Yeah, it's fighting light. There we go. Now you see it. Camera's having an issue in here. There's so much ambient light in this environment. The camera is literally struggling to be able to see the screen. Then on top of that, the screen is pulling off a tremendous amount of gain. So imagine your camera is feeding light off the screen at the same time, and look how much light we have in the environment. We're using 1,000 lumens. The camera has its job cut out for it. So let me see. There's a lot of light going on in here. Now, if we're doing this at 1,000 lumens, I got to project those stairs at 2,800 lumens. That's way beyond what I'm using over here at 1,000. All right. Let's put you guys right there for a minute. Quick. Jimmy with the light rock. Yeah. I'm a bunny with a bushy tail. I carry strings in my pail. Yeah, you're gonna hear some weird stuff in the background. That's what I do for a living. Test stuff all day. I love testing. Testing is fun. Testing allows you to be learn, interesting, and different things when you get a chance to test things. Let's see. I think we pulled up my cord again. So that's why testing is very important. If you cut your testing, then you won't know exactly what your technology is capable of doing. You cut your testing. This is a bunny with a bushy tail. I carry straight in my tail. Let's see. We need. What do we need? I need remote control number one. Bird stops moving like the house. Oh, here we go. We're fine. All right, this is going to be kind of hard to do because we are doing this in a 4.3 setting, so it's a little hard to do. 4K, Beta Fish, LG. Let's see, we are right, we'll be right here. Over the Beta Fish. 1,000 lumens. Right around, show you my distance where my projector is sitting at 1,000 lumens. Sorry about that. I lost you guys there for a minute. Let me go back and rewind that a bit there. All right, and let's start again on that one. See, isn't God's technology amazing? Isn't that? 30% done. Only half of its ambient light projection technology is embedded in that screen. Only half of the coding is embedded in the screen. It's half done. And it's shown an advancement level that screens that are fully certified can't keep up to. Let's try LG 4K demonstrations. Let's see what we got here. Barely see what's going on the screen. Gotta get batteries for this thing. This thing is actually acting kind of buggy a bit. Sorry, there's no sound on this projector. I'll bring you in close so you can see. And this is a 720p 600 by 800 res projector. Let me pause this for a minute right there. I'm gonna go back. We're gonna rewind a minute there. All right, just a little bit, and then we're gonna hit that right there. Let's see if we can, let me see. I'm gonna have to do a much bigger screen. Trust me, I'm working on it. Make some measuring tape here. Feel more comfortable with some measuring tape. And honey with the bush and tail. I carry these rigs in my pail. Let's see where we stand up with the measuring tape. So that's what we got going for starters. We are around 18 feet back. So, there's my measuring tape where the screen starts, right there. We bring it all the way back here to where the projector is sitting. And we are, sorry if I'm bumping the lights out of the stand. Oh, we're not 18 feet, sorry about that. 15 feet. 15 feet and some change. You always start where the projector starts here. Some people put the measuring tape behind there. You don't put the measuring tape there, you put it here, because this is where the projector starts from there. Let's go grab something else to play around with. Let me see. We got measuring tape, so I left it back here. Let's see. Now, because the screen is dark, you know, we're going to basically do a lot of white levels. There's no point in doing contrast. The technology, like I said, designed for it. Look how clean the picture is. Now, as the fellow was sitting there saying that, yes, the screen door effect. Pretty much when you take a projector that is 600 by 800 res, an SVGA projector, you pull it back 18 feet, keep in mind, or 15 feet, sorry about that. These projectors were never designed to be for home theater use. They were designed for data projectors, something you use for spreadsheets or pie charts, something in the office. That's what they were designed for. Max out probably 60. We were way beyond the max out on this projector, and as you can see, the image is not distorted. You're not losing any visual at all. It's not becoming blurry or none of that nonsense, because the technology makes 720p look incredible, even when they're at 600 to 800 res at 15 feet back. You get a nice crisp image. And this is a projector that was discontinued, I think, in 1999. That's how old it is. It only does 4.3. But you can see as we get close up on the image, how clean the image is. Let's grab ourselves something else we can play around with. Back here because let's grab something else there. We'll do a little contrast real quick, just for fun. And mind you, this projector has no contrast capability at all, none. So as I mentioned yesterday, there are 5 of these, 4 or 5 of them. We have the dark slate, we have the ultra bright silver, we have the gamer paint that's coming out for this 17. The gamer paint's gonna be pretty cool because it's front and rear. For those of you who want a game and rear projection, yeah, that's what that stuff was pretty cool for. We have the 2 mysteries. These are the 2 mysteries. They don't have names to them yet. And this will be a free color option on that particular shopping cart. So there'll be a shopping cart which will be Nova Ultra Nova 17, and in that shopping cart, same thing like the exotics, you can go in and go, maybe I want the gamer paint. You can choose the gamer paint and you can get that option. It's like a free option when you really think about it, because like I said, we can separate the gamer paint and make and charge a different price for it, or any of the other ones we're designed, we can charge a different price for it. But there's just too many shopping carts on the marketplace already. So let's just bundle all that into one shopping cart, and then you get the chance to pick out what you want, your color, how you want it to, how you, not custom design, but the different colors that we have will be available, and that'll be a free option. You're just paying for your size of the product. And I was thinking about doing, when I was doing this demonstration, I was like, we can't use the 43. 43 is good in some demonstrations, but 43s can't be used all the time. We need to go lower than the 43 if we're going to be doing this demonstration. I just get ridiculed and people say, why are you using such crappy projectors? It's not really a crappy projector. It's a very good projector. Just your screen's crappy. That's all. There's nothing wrong with the projector. Something seriously wrong with your screen. you can't pull that projector up on your screen, and you have to spend thousands of dollars for a projector to make it look good, then there's technically something wrong with your screen. If you're sitting there worrying about any ambient light peeking through your curtains, and you got to cover this up and cover that up, and you got to darken your environment, there's something wrong with your screen. So that's why I can use these projectors, because there's nothing wrong with my screen, and there's clearly nothing wrong with that projector back there. It works perfectly fine. If you can't pick up on it, then there's a good chance your screen is having some issues. Nope, you don't need that. Thank you. See that right there? We're going to leave that there. The advancement on that technology at 30%. Feet back on a portable projector. 600 by 800 res. No distortion, no discoloration. Picture doesn't wash out, it's not blurred. And I'm using 600 by 800 res. And there are those of you out here who have 4K projectors and you can't pull that off without your screen washing out. And this is going to be affordable. Keep in mind, our technology is very affordable. Because like I said, you got other options. You can go out and buy a product that's untested, doesn't do the same demonstrations that we do, you know. Or you can go out and you can spend thousands of dollars for high-tech screens that pretty much can't do what we do. That's one of the things about Michigan. Michigan brags about their brake performance because they put their stuff through such vigorous testing. Probably more testing than most people put their brakes through. But you get what you paid for. End of the day. Look at the skin tone of the white levels push off. On a projector that would cost you on eBay $50 to $75. That's what it would cost you. This is why I call it God's technology. When we finally max out at 100, this will be nothing. I already know from the door. From what information what my Lord is speaking to me about, this will be nothing. And keep in mind, for the naysayers and big companies that don't like us, and you're looking at this technology right now, it's not even peaked yet. It's more affordable. It's more advanced in your technology. And it's only at 30%. And we're using this on a projector that you will never ever use in any of your demonstrations. And the beautiful thing about the end of the day, my customers can have a beautiful screen. This is what my customers get from our company. They don't have to spend that money that other people go out and spend. And look at the projector I'm using behind me. You can relate to that projector. All of you can relate to that projector sitting behind me right now. Unless you got a knockoff, that's the only way. But you can relate to that projector. I'm pretty sure your projector is way better than the one I'm using in the demonstration. And this is coated onto plexiglass. I'm gonna have to get, you know what? Yeah, because that cardboard's gonna cost, even the congregated, and I keep saying plastic cardboard costs money. I'm just better off just going and getting a bunch of those wallpaper screens because they were like $28 a pop, and just get those in. $20 a pop. Keep in mind once you add the shipping, it's like $40. But still, that's so cheaper than when you go out and you buy fiberglass. Because fiberglass will cost you more than that. I will never go to Home Depot ever again and buy fiberglass. Never, ever again. It cost me so much money for that piece of fiberglass. Because they don't make it thin at all. They make it thick. You can get thinner pieces, but even the thinner pieces are freaking expensive. Man, $250 for a piece of 4x9 plexiglass. And because the plexiglass, I didn't want to strap it to the top of the car and fear that it may buckle and snap in half, and didn't have any room in the car, I had to go to U-Haul and I had to rent a van to bring it home. And then finally got into the house. Oh, it wasn't over yet. I had to still get it up the stairs and still have me and my ex hold it while I basically had to drill it into the wall. And keep in mind, you got to be careful about drilling plexiglass because you could shatter, you could crack it, especially if you're drilling near the edge. So I had to get what they call a diamond bit drill, and I had to heat it up so it can actually push right through without cracking the surface. Yeah, it wasn't an easy thing to do. It really wasn't. And it was something I will never, ever do again. But that surface upstairs, man, that thing comes in a roll. There's no weight to it. It's actually lighter than the plexiglass we were using for the wallpaper screens, which I think was 0.20. It was 0.20 and 0.30. These are actually 0.30 and 0.20. Now, my biggest concern when you use wallpaper, like a plexiglass kind of wallpaper that rolls up, when you take it out of the wrapper, you have to make sure that it lays flat from edge to edge, because if it curls on the edge and you tried to basically put this a wall, you run the risk of having a ripple right in the middle of your screen. So that's another thing I have to look at when I bring them out. That one was actually perfect. So I think I'm just going to buy a bunch of those, coat those, and then that way when I want the screen, I can just roll it up, put it in the corner. It doesn't take up any space, and I bring it and just roll it up. And because it has, it's kind of flimsy, because it's kind of like, it's really flexible, very flexible. What I'm just going to do is get myself a piece of cardboard that is going to be 4x8. Those pallets that they use, it's cheap to get those, like $14 for like maybe 7 or 8 of them, and just Velcro the back of them. So that way, anytime I bring a screen up, I can just Velcro it to the back to give it some support. That's all. Make it all portable. That's all. And the cardboard screen, that's nothing. There's no weight to that. Just put that downstairs and just use that for the back and the support. Easy for me to transfer, and it costs less money. Because lugging those aluminum frames up and down the stairs, ooh, not good. Like I said, we're using 0%. We do contrast. The projector behind me has no contrast capabilities. see if we got something else in here. All right, that worked for me right there. That's a big bird. Man, I'm looking at something on it. I watch these news feeds that come on about weird and crazy things they find at the bottom of the ocean, and apparently they found something in the middle of the Antarctic, frozen in ice. And I'm like, leave it be, leave it alone. Have we learned nothing from 2020 to leave stuff alone? Just leave it be. Don't mess around with it. If it's down there, it's been down all that time, leave it down there. No use in waking anything up. Good gracious. There's certain places on the earth you are not supposed to be. That's it. That's all to it at the end of the day. There are certain places on the earth you're just not supposed to be there. I like the music for this video so much. Power supply, I'm actually running this all on battery right now, so I'm just gonna run it till the battery kills. And keep in mind, this batteries have a surge protector on it. So if you plug something into it that may be a little more than what the battery can handle, it'll shut off, and it has a surge protector in it. Come all the way back here to where the projector is at. Right there. We can sit back here and still see the screen. Oh, there we go. Battery just shut down. We're good. We got extra power. So this is what we're running for those of you who are curious. Running one of these babies. So yeah, we depleted that battery fast. Yeah. One thing, I gotta upgrade my battery pack. That's what I need to do. Yeah, I was kind of curious about that whole Amazon thing. How are you going to deliver my package? And it's freaking, it's a holiday. Oh man, I would love to see that one come to light. That was an interesting conversation right there by itself. Protocol. All right, we got juice. Swirly. YouTube. Skyworth food demonstration. Let's see if we get this correctly on here. Skyworth food demonstration. Yep, that's how we do it. Keep in mind, I like using half my screens here and there. Skyworth food demonstration 4K. No, you're not going to give it to me. Let's see. Skyworth food demonstration TV. There we go. All right, that worked. Because I'm only seeing like half my menu, so it's really hard to navigate through this thing if I'm only seeing half my menu. I have to leave it up to her to figure out. Let's get a little close on its white surface. All right. But keep in mind, when I was doing the demonstration upstairs, I was on a 4300 lumen Chrissy projector. Then I have some people going to sit there and say, well, the reason why your white levels are coming up so high on your screen because your projector's at 43. So now we're 1000 lumens at 15 feet. You have to cover everything. I can't wait for the InFocus to get here. Thank you so much to the customer for giving me the information. I ordered one. It'll be here soon. We're going to do an unboxing on the InFocus. 3000 lumens. That's pretty good. Consider the fact that I'm used to using much lower. We have the 2800 lumen. Well, I got two of the Optimus upstairs. One's actually 18 and one's actually 28. Now, I had a few people asking us about these Valva projectors. You can't use those with black. You can't use that with limits. Only screen paint we got that will support one of those things is a black silver was supported and the blue was supported. Other than that, once we get the ultra bright out, that will support it. Maybe a black slate might support it. I'm not really showing that one. I wouldn't tell you to do otherwise. So I might just put up my 4300 1080p projector because I'm not using this today. I'm not going to use this projector today. We're going to use 1000 lumens. That's all we need. We don't need this. You know, it's interesting. When you look at the projectors I have littered about my house, the ones I use for my main screens, they're not 4K projectors and they're not 1080p. They're all 720p projectors. I have projectors upstairs that have the capability to have 1080p projectors. I have big boy Christie's upstairs that can do that. Sony's upstairs that can easily do that. But if you notice, I don't have any of those projectors being used as my main projectors. The only projectors I'm using in my environments are all 720p. People don't realize that. And people say, I want you to get, I have 1080p's. I got 3 Sonys upstairs. They're 1080p's. I got a few Christie's upstairs. They're 1080p's. I got a Panasonic 1080p. I don't use any of those projectors. I don't need them. Don't have to use them if I don't want them. I can use a 720p and be quite happy with it. And my screens look absolutely amazing. And I can walk around in a fully lit environment. That's what I'm talking about. You have options. You're not forced to buy something you don't need. If someone's using a $3,000, $4,000 projector in their demonstrations, and that's their main projector, what are the chances that you're going to be able to have the same picture if you're using a projector that's under those specifications? Having the most latest projector is not a good thing. It's a bad thing. See, when Screen Innovation uses a $50,000 or $30,000 projector, they're only projecting to a certain clientele class of people that will buy from them. Those who can't afford it just can't afford it. That's all. And at the end of the day, they really don't care. If it affected them in any way, they wouldn't be in business right now. So they must have people that are buying enough of their product to be able to keep them where they're at right now. If that was the case, they'd be out of business. That's like if you go to a car dealership and you see a 1975 Thunderbird and you think, wow, they want freaking $80,000, $90,000 for this car. Who would buy this? Well, somebody apparently got to be buying it. It's there in the showroom. There's certain clientele people that will buy it. And we cater to everybody. You don't have to have the money. You don't have to have $10,000 and $20,000 set up. And I get people to say, well, is it 4K compatible? Okay, think about that when you just said that. Is it 4K compatible? It's using a projector behind it that pretty much can be used pretty much as a paperweight. And the screen looks incredible. So what do you think would happen if you were to upgrade that to a 4K? But you don't need to if you don't want to. Man, I can't believe the PX747 is $750 minus used. I bought mine. I paid about $1,400 for it. For that projector. Like I said, the screen is dark. This is Greece. I think today I'm gonna watch a documentary on the Leaning Tower. I like stuff like that. Stuff on how it all began. That's why I like to watch how the history of these silent era movies, like how it all started, how that person got inspired to actually bring moving pictures on the screen. Starfield demonstration. Nope, not even close. Starfield demonstration. I got that popcorn. We're good. No, we're good. There you go. Projector has 0% contrast capabilities. None. LG snowboarding demonstration. New York City night scene screensaver. J&K 4K demonstrations. I'm curious to bring this one up correctly. Usually it butchers it. Let me see. I actually did bring it up. Let's try to see if we can bring it up to over here. There we go. Told you, God's amazing. Yes, He is. It's absolutely amazing on every level. I told you. It's interesting, and I'm like I said, I'm not bragging, but when you get these naysayers out here, like I said, and they constantly want to come against me, you're wasting your time. Because for every time you come out here and you slander me, God blesses me with more technology and more technology. There are 4 more behind this technology that you haven't seen yet. There's technology beyond this we're working on you haven't seen yet. There's the 21s you haven't seen yet. There's technology we're actually already working and developing for 2022. So if you think the 12 drives you crazy, you haven't seen half of the stuff that my Lord and Savior has blessed me with the ability to be able to do. Your effort is for nothing. At the end of the day, you can't ruffle my feathers. You can't make me upset. You can't make me angry. Because at the end of the day, I can forgive you for the things that you do and move about my day. Yep. And have no hatred or anger in my heart. Happiness, my friend. And the ability to come in here and design and show off this technology that gets better and better. The wicked doesn't win, and it doesn't get blessed. So at the end of the day, I got a big grin on my face. I'm praising my Lord. And the next morning I'm up and he's saying, hey, I got something for you today, my servant. We're going to design this one today. And then I come on and say, hello, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screen. And this is what we're working on today. All right, with that being said, thank you all for your time. I have to go. When the screen reaches 100%, we will be showing it off. Hopefully, my other projector will get here. And like I said, before I paint my screen here or do anything else, I will unbox my projector, but that's as far as it's going to go. My customers come first. So once I get you guys' orders taken care of and that table behind me is empty, there's nothing on it, then I'll go back to going back to my projects. But until then, you guys come first. Thank you all for your time. I have to go, and God bless.